Good morning, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be here to present Aperiomics to you. I think a number of you have probably seen me present before, and today I think more than ever, it is painfully aware or painfully present how impactful infection can be. And so what we're doing is we're focusing on creating better infection testing. And our mission is to advance healthcare by revolutionizing the way infections are identified. And we do this by identifying every known bacterium, virus, parasite, and fungus in whatever sample we're working for. And aside from the COVID crisis that we're all in right now, this is a case report that's designed to help you understand the true value of what we do. This is a patient in West Virginia. This is back from this past fall. She's 68 years old, and for 10 years she's been sick. She suffered with debilitating pain, arthritis, and her spine is curving. She's been diagnosed with Lyme disease, and she's gone through many treatments, and all of them have completely failed. Her doctor sent us a blood sample. That blood sample we took and we removed all of the DNA from the sample, and we did deep DNA sequencing. We took and analyzed over 20 million DNA fragments from this blood sample. From that 20 million fragments of DNA, we were able to identify 270 fragments that matched exclusively to tuberculosis. So this patient did not have Lyme disease. I suspect she never had Lyme disease. She actually had what's called extrapulmonary tuberculosis. When tuberculosis becomes chronic, it gets out of the lung spaces and into the joints and can actually cause the arthritis and the curvature of the spine. So this illustrates the power of what Aperiomics is doing. So what we're doing is we are creating better infection testing, and our service is called Explore Patho. There are three pieces to this. There's the wet lab component, the dry lab analytics, and the consultation services. So on the wet lab side, we bring samples into the lab, blood, tissue, fecal, stool, any type of a sample. We screen those samples for every known bacterium, virus, parasite, and fungus using deep DNA sequencing. That creates a very large, very complex data file. It's up to 1 terabyte of data for just one patient sample. That data file then goes into our proprietary analytics. We are effectively a software company. Our analytics process that information, match it against a high-quality database, and then use machine learning to put context around the information so we can generate a report and the healthcare provider can determine how this sample is different from healthy. Additional from that, we also provide consultation services. The healthcare provider needs to understand what to do next. So a lot of times they need additional support. So we provide that support and also are able to do referrals to groups like infectious disease pharmacists, because at the end of the day, we want the patient to get better and we facilitate the process of them getting better. The market for what we're doing is massive. It's actually so big we can't put a number on it. What I can put a number around is that in the U.S. on a typical year, not a pandemic year, there are about 200 million infections reported to the CDC annually. Within that, our sweet spot, the infections that really fit well with our technology, are about 50 million targeted infections. 5% market capture, that puts us at 2.5 million. Times our $750 price point is about a $2 billion market. Again, these numbers are underestimated because we don't have the tools to get the complete picture just yet. Our progress to date, we've been on market for just over 3 years. We have worked with over 1,000 clinicians, primarily in the US, but also in about 22 countries throughout the world. Our sample size is over 3,300 samples tested to date, again, over those 3 years, and we've generated just over $3 million in service revenues, primarily from patients paying cash out of pocket for our testing. Our next goal is to get insurance coverage. So what we're doing right now is we're looking to bring this insurance coverage in. So our education is part of the use of proceeds. Getting CLIA CAP accreditation, we're actually fast tracking that right now. We're making a temporary pivot to offer COVID-19 testing. Getting in front of the insurance companies and getting some insurance coverage decisions made for our core technology. And with that, I appreciate your time And I will leave my contact information in the chat box if anybody would like to reach out and learn more about what we're doing. Thank you.